Hi guys, this is Rachel, the Modern Shaman, and I'm here to answer a question and answer time. I'm here to answer a question and answer time. I'm here to do a question and answer time. I just was doing this video and for some reason my phone stopped videoing. And Spirit was being a little weird about it. Sometimes that happens with energy. So I'm videoing it again. And let's get it right. Hopefully Spirit will put some boundaries up around me and let me get this out before my first client gets here in about 10 minutes. Okay, so the question, I'm going to read it and I'm going to jump in. It says, "Hi Rachel." Hello. "My question is in regard to your video you posted about light body integration." Okay. You mentioned mental illness that's associated with the friction from a high vibrational spirit into a dense body, but you didn't mention ADD. Do you think that is included? And why are so many more kids dealing with this right now? Could you explain? Okay. I'm surprised that I didn't mention ADD. Must have been because Spirit wanted me to do a video just on that topic. Oops, sorry. Got a text coming in? Okay. So ADD is very much an associated label with this experience of high vibrational souls coming into a denser form, denser bodies. So there's vibrational frequency friction there that's created. And this includes timelines. A lot of people with ADD, ADHD, there's about 8 to 10 different forms of ADD. It's not all hyperactive. If you've ever read anything about it, which I have, because my son has it, my husband has it, a lot of people that are close to me have this, so very familiar with it in the various forms. And a lot of it does include timelines as well and dimensional states. So these spirits that are coming in, a lot of times their native vibration is a vibration that's more native to a different dimensional space, as well as a higher vibrational state. I realize I'm using terms and you may be like, what in the heck is she talking about? But if you'll notice, a lot of times people with ADD have issues with time. Their idea of time doesn't fit into our mind's structure of time. So they have a really hard time quantifying our clock-based time. And they have the ability to stretch time, to manipulate time much more than someone that's not labeled with this ADD. Basically, they're just higher dimensional vibrational souls. And their native frequency is one that also includes a more malleable understanding of time, and a broader dimensional awareness. I'm going to try and break it down a little bit more because I realize I'm using terms that may be a little hard to understand. So, as a spirit, each of us has an aura, right? Which is our electromagnetic frequency that's being emitted from our heart chakra. As it pumps and pulses, it's creating an electromagnetic pulse, which can be read in the color spectrum as our aura. If you haven't seen my chakra video, I talk about this and how our nervous system is used to create to create this energy flow through our chakras, and all of that can be read through frequency and measured through frequency on the color spectrum and on the electromagnetic spectrum, what have you. So we each have our own kind of aura, which is kind of like our spiritual name or thumbprint, because in the spiritual realm we don't really have names. Sometimes spirits gives themselves names for humans just so we have something to call out to them, but it's not like they need that name. They're telepathic. It's like they know, you think of it and there it is. So in a spiritual sense, in a light body sense, we each have our aura, our native colors that we emit. And then on a larger scale, also, our soul group has its own kind of colors. It looks like its own interdimensional painting or piece of art that is a very distinctive thumbprint. It has color. It actually has sound to it too. Those frequencies can be sound waves as well. And so it has a particular sound. You have a particular sound. Some people can hear people's native vibrational sound. Then in a larger scale, as a collective, humanity has its own aura, has its own color vibrational thumbprint or frequency and sound that it emits from all those that have joined in the experience of being human as a collective, and our energy together on earth that's vibrating, creating a specific frequency and vibrational state. Now, over the years, this has been growing higher and higher in vibrational frequency. Now remember, frequency is just the measurement of vibration. So when I say it's going higher and higher, it's just on a spectrum. If we're looking at it in a linear sense, we would just be moving up the ladder to vibrate faster and faster. So the frequency numbers would go higher and higher. So, and that's associated with states of higher density amounts of light. The light is more compacted. There's more light in each little square inch. And so the vibration is more active. And this is where you get into higher dimensions because they're going in multiple directions. And it's, gosh, it's harder for me to explain this. Anyways, it's a more inclusive vibration, the higher and higher it gets. So as a collective, humanity has been growing higher and higher in terms of our collective vibration. And as individual spirits, we're getting higher and higher. But the earth and the earth plane and our dimensional state, as it's been going higher and higher from third dimensional, fourth dimensional, fifth, and so on and so forth, these dimensional states are bringing in, via law of attraction, a lot of higher dimensional, higher vibrational souls that are wanting this earth experience, or that are now feeling drawn, law of attraction, to all that's vibrationally going on within humanity and in this earth experience. So we're seeing a lot more of these quote-unquote mental illnesses coming in to the physical bodies, because our physical bodies haven't quite integrated with this higher vibrational state. So our light bodies, our spirit bodies, our by light, again, I mean just the visual interpretation of our frequency, our spiritual frequency, or spiritual thumbprint, hasn't quite integrated into physicality. So our physical bodies are kind of going through this upgrade as a collective. And until we fully upgrade and align, there's going to be that dissonance between a denser body and a higher vibrational being having friction and having to really work at the harmony of energetic balance. And that's what I explained in that light body integration video. So that kind of explains why it's coming, is because, or why we're seeing more and more kids with this, or more people are being labeled with these things, is because just the earth in itself and our collective energy is on a higher frequency, and so we're drawing in, via law of attraction, many more souls that are higher frequency. And until our physical bodies come up in vibration, which the way to do that is to pull a higher vibrational spirit into a lower vibrational body and master the balance to pull them to an equilibrium. And just over lifetimes and lifetimes of doing that, we'll collectively, as humanity, the physical body will become more and more light body integrated. Yeah. Felt like that was kind of like a ping pong answer, like I went all over the place with it. Hopefully you can follow what I said, and some of it made sense to you and you got some little nuggets of info in there. Otherwise, you can always ask me again and say, you didn't explain it well enough. Try again. Like I've said before, all of this is incredibly purposed. So if you find yourself living with a label like this of ADD, ADHD, bipolar, schizophrenia, all these mental illness labels, just know that you are serving mankind in a huge, huge way. Because, like I said, by you figuring out how to bring a higher vibrational being and soul into a very low vibrational physical body and figuring out that balance, it will be easier and easier for humanity from here on out to have that form of integration. You're setting the groundwork, the footprints, the blueprints for how to do this, and it will be more and more people are doing this. It will be easier and easier for the collective. Via law of attraction, there'll be more ease to that path, and so you're just hugely benefiting mankind for your work here on earth. And I know it's work. It's work to try and balance a high vibrational soul into a dense physical body. So much love and appreciation for you. Genuinely, genuinely. From the bottom of my heart. It's going to make me cry. But I am very grateful. Humanity is so blessed by your life. And you're trying to find balance in this life. Love you.